ketoacidosis.
It's relative to acetone, and it'll mess up your blood vessels. Is what happens. It literally starts stripping your veins up and your arteries. So it's really.
So who disagrees with us on? Oh, sorry, Dave. So who disagrees with us on something? Especially Steve.
There you go.
Tag us in the live chat. Yeah, it's always an adventure on the show. Always an adventure.
I didn't know who this guy was. I know you had contacted him, so I wasn't aware of even what his what he really wanted to talk about. Most of the things when you talk about like water chemistry like that, you have what's called Vesper theory, and you're dealing with electron configurations. So when you have like a situation where you have a single electron left over, or you have a deficiency of an electron, these are all things how things combine to have a most stable configuration. Like carbon likes to have 4 things attached to it. So the most stable form of carbon would be CH4, because there's actually 4 different spots where carbons are attached. So when you have something like methane, as opposed to like CH3 or CH2, which I believe is a radical, or at least an ion state, he's talking about very complex. Well, not to most people that do chemistry complex, but he's obviously had some reading about this or some training. There's no question about that. More than I have, because again, I'm barely going a long time ago for shit that I had to learn on Vesper.
But I was looking at Truth Seeker. Yeah, we've been asking you to come on here for weeks now, and you're very quick to make your comments. The globe is dead 2019, but you're not so quick to come in and try to defend that. So we've really stopped taking you seriously.
God bless flat earthers. God bless their little heart. They're so cute when they say stupid stuff.
Oh, by the way, speaking of, guess who's coming back this weekend?
Initials hint what? Oh
NT.
yeah, no, I know. Well, of course I do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kent,
NT?
of course.
Yeah, Kent. Yeah.
I'm talking about for Saturday night.
Who's coming back Saturday?
Really? NT is?
Yeah. Nate Thompson.
You talking about?
He's
Thompson?
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna go 1-on-1 with Fight the Flat Earth. I think they got at each other. Oh man, I saw Gord TV radio in the live chat and was like, oh, you almost got me there. Let's see, Steve, would you agree that agnosticism is just a subset of atheism?
Let me think about that. Wow. I'm gonna have to get back to him on that. Oh wait, no.
Okay, Steven Steen in the live chat. Post your email. We'll get you a link to come in.
They won't do it. They won't do it. I will wreck you. I will wreck you into next week.
Uh-oh.
This is why nobody takes me up on this stuff. I've even gone on and begged people. I'm like, look I'll even do it, one-on-one, whatever. Just come in and challenge me, and yet people won't do it. It's like they know I have the unbelievable amount of evidence and citations and papers that I've read. Come on, please. I think they're dealing with amateur hour.
Would Noah have suffocated if water rose to the level of Mount Everest? No, because Noah never existed. The NonSequitur show.
How much water would that be? Think about that. That's 5 miles up. That's 29,000 feet up. That's a fuck ton of water.
Well, Steve, underneath the Earth's crust, there lies these underwater whales, right? And when God flooded the Earth, he not only opened the little hatch up in the firmament, he undid the gates to which these water whales were bound, and the water just flew into the earth.
No, the thing now is there's something called ringwoodite, which is about it's several miles deep. I don't remember the exact thing. I guess 500 kilometers deep or something like that. 600 kilometers deep, and it's basically water in dissociated state. It's basically going to be ions or OH or hydroxyls that we were just kind of talking about. So it's not even liquid water. It's literally just these ionized parts of water. They're not even the full molecule, the constituents of water that are in between things in the rock. It's compressed. It's not even what you would call liquid water. It's not some vast ocean. And there's no way you can extricate it from the rock, and it sure the hell wouldn't just automatically just like what seep through the ground and go 600 kilometers deep. That's not how it works.
Of course, duh. Ever non-sequitur show? Any plans on ever having Matt Powell back on? No. Well, I can't say.
You can't say that. Yeah, Kyle will bring back anybody at this point.
Yeah, I will.
We had started when we said, hey, look, we're going to have certain people that just we're never going to deal with. Well, that's all been through the window, so I don't even care anymore. Bring anybody you want on. But the only question I have is, which is lower, Brett or Matt? I'm still going to go with Brett, but Matt's
definitely Brett.
Not too much. Yeah, definitely Brett. But
definitely Brett.
Matt still is. He's a pretty piece of crap.
Did you hear about how pissed off in not this video that we watched tonight, but the video before? Brett was pissed off that someone left a comment on Matt Powell's interview with him, calling Matt Powell a hot twink.
He probably is.
Let's see.
I'm pretty convinced at this point Matt has propensities and proclivities that he's not. He's not telling people. Yeah.
Here's a question that somebody may not agree with us on.
Oh, they silenced him. You see this? NASA had a silent. Your mic's not working, Kyle. Dave, or is that on mine?
I don't know where. No, that's Kyle.
Okay, well, I'm nervous. Kyle, time out. Can you see me? We can't hear you. Kyle? Nope.
Kyle, can't hear you.
Mic not working.
Just mid-sentence.
We need a sign language between us for these types of things. It's like, not working. Okay. Now try. Nope.
So nothing?
Yes.
There we go. Wait, what'd you do?
I don't know. I just unplugged my microphone and plugged it back in. It's been doing that.
Yeah, I think you have USB connection. We need a sign language so we can go like this or something, like your mic's not working.
I saw you talking and I was like, you're muted, Steve. Steve, you're muted. You're muted, Steve. Steve, unmute.
That's what I was telling you that.
Let me try that again. All right. I am not convinced that the description of black holes match an observed physical object. No one can show me the infinite space-time curvature or an object losing dimensions.
Oh, Lord. Well, that's pretty easy to debunk. There's only one thing that we know causes gravity, and that's either mass or energy. There's equivalency there. So when I say one thing, I mean mass or energy. So when you look at an object like Sagittarius A and you see these stars moving around it and they're going relativistic speeds, you can see perturbations in their orbit. You can see that something's causing them to do this. You can see the flare-ups. There's clearly an object there. There has to be something there that has a certain amount of mass in a confined space. Because we have no light coming from that, we call that a black hole. That's what it is, a black hole.
Intellectual Iconoclasm says, I want a piece of Matt, former queer aspiring pastor and his street epistemology versus Powell and his trash. Well, there's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, I thought he was describing Matt.
Yeah, no, he's describing himself. Correction, queer former aspiring minister.
You know he's going to come out one of these days. I'm just convinced of it.
I think so.
Yeah, if he's not, then something he needs to be.
I'm a little dismayed. You know, I thought that there would be a lot more people who had, judging by the comments under the videos that we get every day. There are slews of people out there.
I told you they won't.
Yes, Glitch. You can DM those to me on Twitter, and I'll ask Steve.
What do I know about mythology? Why would you ask me those questions? I'm not somebody. I read the Iliad and the Odyssey like in high school. That's about the extent of my mythological knowledge.
Well, I have an idea. Until we have somebody that wants to come in and argue with either of us, I'll go through and read some hate comments. Okay. Let's see. Well, That's good. That's good.
Oh, gravity doesn't exist, by the way. Yeah. It's not a real
What do you
thing.
mean?
Gravity is all in your imagination. The only reason why we don't fall off the earth is sheer willpower. Force of will. That's it.
Here, here's the first really bad one. This one's mean, Steven. I'm gonna let you respond to this.
Oh, goody. I like the mean ones.
Damn, Steve should miss more shows.
I don't take it personally.
Um,
No, I like it. I like when people have good shows. I just didn't happen to watch last night.
That could have just been because they liked looking at Channing Tatum in this place. That's
Yeah. Well,
It could be.
I mean, no. Kyle's got quite a bit of gay following. There's a lot of people that seem to have a propensity to him, and I think it's his new look because Kyle, you may not know this, but people have been, I don't know what it is, but people have been for some reason not realizing that some of the uploads or some of the things that they're looking at are very old episodes, and you have a very different look now than you did back then. And I think that your look now is better. I like this look. Not saying that your other look was bad, but I can see why, people are going, yeah.
I was going through a I wanted my hair longer phase, and there's not much you can do with it. I just looked it just looked woolly. Have Steve and Kyle ever debated? Yes, we have many times.
Yeah, we I don't know if we debated, but we've definitely discussed things. I mean, we haven't had a formal debate. But yeah, I mean, we definitely we bump heads all the time on things. That's one of the reasons why we like this stuff. I mean, I don't want to agree with Kyle all the freaking time, and I would hate for him to always agree with me. It would be very boring.
Yeah,
he just has to recognize that I'm usually right.
There you go. Look, somebody in the live chat says, Steve, my wife actually thinks you look better than Kyle.
Well, you have a very smart wife. Keep her. Yes, keep her.
Okay, so last night with KC, I said that if I had my pick for people to run in 2020, it would be Biden and Kamala Harris. Before I get to this comment, though, Josiah says, the earth is pheasant-shaped. Good night, guys. AC Castillo. Money for the hate comments. Show me your hate. All right.
It's funny you mentioned that. I actually bought a pheasant the other day. I was looking. I bought 2 Cornish game hen, which I believe are a type of pheasant. And so, maybe I could use one of those to show that that's the shape of the earth. I'm going to broil it, and I'll let you guys know.
Steven Steen, I guess he's trying to poke a bear tonight, but he says the Non-Sequitur show, does objective morality exist? No.
Yes. There you go.
See, there you go. Now,
you can make it exist. How about that? You can define a framework by which you have objective morality, just like you can find objective rules, just like you can define objective maths. Same thing, same principle. If you can make math objective, like 1 + 1 = 2 is an objective fact because of the axioms, you can make axioms using things like harms and benefits, like Harris does, and build an objective moral framework from that. That's easy. I don't see why people think that it doesn't work that way. Mm-mm. I'll never understand that. If you say let's play chess, you're playing by objective standards. The rules of chess are objective. They were subjectively made by somebody. That has nothing to do with the objective morality. The objective morality just means it's independent of what people will evaluate it for as a bias or opinion. 1 + 1 = 2, no matter what anybody thinks. Right. So if you have something like the game of chess, the rules of chess are set. Though. Morality is the same way, though. I mean, if your goal is to do something, because if your goal is to set it in your grounding, it's called the grounding problem. You ground it in harms and benefits. Then something like it is always wrong to commit cruelty, for wanton cruelty, just to be cruel. It would be a true statement always. It would be never morally permissible to do wanton cruelty. Wanton cruelty.
How can that always be a true statement, though, when you have people that don't necessarily believe that?
You just tell me they're wrong. You have to believe 1 + 1. 1 + 1 does not = 3, but you can have people
I'm not talking about math,
what?
though. I'm talking about morality. How are they wrong?
What's the difference? This is what objective means.
Because one is a mathematical thing that can
What's the difference?
A huge difference, because one deals
if you start with axioms. Look at Kyle. If you start with axioms in math, you can build an objective framework. You start with axioms in morality, you can build an objective framework. They're identical.
But no,
and there you go.
Answer me how they are wrong. How can you prove they are wrong?
because you tell them